Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, coilovers. Ran up to Summit Racing last night, yesterday evening, and picked these up. This is a kit they put together, Summit Racing puts together. It has, let's see here, these are QA1 springs. They say it on it right there. QA1 springs, Strange Engineering coilover shocks. They put it together for you. Tax, title, tag, out the door, $583.07. Here's your part number right here, CMB 150052. That's the kit. These are, I want to say 250 pounds per inch springs. They're pretty tough. While I was there, I was going to make brackets. All-Star Performance makes some flat brackets for you, coilover brackets. There's your part number right there. These jokers are only $8 a piece. My time and trying to put them, make them, you can't make them for $8, guys. You can't do it. So like I show you, I already put one of them together. They do come individually, so you got to run your, I don't know what you call these nuts, spring nuts, all the way down. Ringy ding ding dong. Run them all the way down. Pull the shock up out. And then hold your thing and push your little grommet down. Your retainer comes off. Like I say, I run these all the way down. You want all the room you can possibly get. You should probably get a spring compressor. Us rednecks, we just use one of these quick grip thingamabobber doohickeys. I don't recommend doing it this way. That's how I did that one. And it worked. Till it comes off and smacks you in the finger. Just like that. And then you can just tighten them back up. I just ran it down until it was snug-ish. Let's see. Yeah. I would say they're pretty close. Other thing I did while I had these out, I opened up one of these mounts, and it comes, I kind of sprung that one a little bit. Let's open another one. Trying to get them to fit just right, and I think what I'm going to actually end up doing is modifying them ever so slightly. Man, they make the packaging on these real good. We're getting there. Okay. They come with nylock nuts. Morchki will be happy. It comes with a bushing in there. The bushing fits through the hole right there. So when you put them together, this one's a little bit sprung too. There. Put it all the way together like suchy such. And then I used a set of calipers to measure my spherical, and these QA1 or Strange shocks come with spherical bushings on the end of them. So I measured that out. Blocked it down. Put this all the way together. Use your highly trained eyeball and mark them out. You probably can't, I don't know if you can see that mark on camera. I use my little pen and just mark them out, and I'll just cut that off. That way the bolt set's flush in there. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these. so that they fit on there. And then we'll have to get some bolts to mount the bolts to the perches on the bottom of the 4-link. And then I'll have to cut me a piece of metal to go across the top. Hey, let's bring us a coilover with us. So these are adjustable. I believe they're 4-position adjustable. But what we'll end up doing is we'll come off our spring, our perch down there with one of the, mounts down there, and then come up here and put a mount, and we'll have to have a bar going across here. Probably going to use I got some square tube in stock. I think it's 1.5 inches. It might be 2 inch. I think it's 1.5 inches though. With an 1/8 inch wall, so it'll be plenty strong enough. And these will be probably welded to it. They're not super thick, but they'll work. They'll work for what they're for. So let me go ahead and get these cut off so that they're fitting correctly, and then we'll go over there and get some metal, measure out for our tube. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. What it is, I went and got some hardware on the, what I don't even want to call these, the perches, whatever you call them. I had to take it over to the lathe and spin the head down. I don't have any extra bolts. They were too thick. By the time I put them in here and put the shock in, they were hitting. So I just took them over to the lathe, milled off or turned off the top of the head a little bit, and then just welded them inside. So they're permanently there. What I'm going to end up doing now, I got the coilover put together. So I went and found some nuts because I don't want to use the nylock because it's mocking it up, taking it on and off. You'll wear a nylock slap out. Technically, you're only supposed to use them once. So we're going to put this on the bottom one. Yeah, we want the nuts on the inside. Drive that on through there. Like I say, I'm just using a regular nut and everything for right now. Tighten it up. It ain't got to be smoked to Alabama. Like I say, these strange shocks, they use a spherical bushing in them. Makes it real easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the truck or on the rear end and try to find my angle. And then I have this one mocked up. Had to do some whatever. Bolt hole center to center, according to Strange Engineering, is supposed to be between 11.75, 11 3/4 to 12 1/25, was 12 1/8. So roughly 3/8 of an inch. I think that's what that comes out to. 3/8 of an inch difference. I believe, what did I do here? I believe I went to 11 3/4. Yeah, 11 3/4, bolt hole center to bolt hole center. What I can do is I'm gonna put this in on the lower mount, find my angle, because you don't want to go straight up and down. Well, you could go straight up and down, but the spring, try to hold it up here, the spring sticks out further than the perch. So therefore you got to set it at an angle to get away from hitting the rear end, because your rear end is going to be sitting right here. So it's wider than the perch is, so you got to have your angle. We'll find that right quick. We'll set this to that angle because I can tighten this up and it'll stay. So we'll find that angle. We can put this in there. Then we can take another one and do the top, and that will help us find our cross piece where we're going to have to go to the frame and weld it to the frame. So let's go set this over here. Let me get my angle finder. We'll set this over here. All right. So what I'm going to do here is kind of mock it up. Well, I'm not kind of going to mock it up. That goes in there. Yep, drop my nut. Get the nut started. Try to make it square-ish. And I got a ratchet. We'll just actually snug it up because it's got to come right back off. Okay. And then as we come off of here, we'll use our handy dandy finds a lot. And now, see, you're way over there. Come look and see what I are saying. If I were to bring the spring straight up and down, as you can see, it hits. So you got to have the angle. Also, that smooths or softens the ride. Having your spring at a bit of an angle softens it so it's not straight up and down sprung. So what we're going to do here is we'll set this like that. And I'm thinking, I want it as close to straight up and down as I can get. Let's see, if that was 90. And come on. Almost there. We want to do it this way. Maybe. Wow, this is kind of a pain in the buttocks. I need 3 hands or somebody to hold this shock. So I'm going to try, let's go with a guesstimate of 40 degrees. No. $55. Still no. Let's take her down. Let's go to 75. That's a long way. Okay. Let's see if I do it this way. $150. I have to flip it over. From there, that's way out like that. It's actually pretty close. If I do it at, what is that, 165? Yeah, I think that's going to be at 165. May tilt it a little bit more, which would put us at 160. Let's try 160. Let me look, see what that looks like on this over here. Okay, I think 165 is where we're going to be at right there. Let me pop this back off. Yeah. Lots of fun. That's what 165 is going to look like right there. So if I get another, let's get us another, anyway. Look, you'll just barely be able to get to the bolts for the struts. We'll do it something like that. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. And now I can take my bar that I'm gonna weld this to and put it on top, and that's where we can clean off and weld across. We'll see about tightening that up a little bit. That's our ticket right there, boys and girls. That's how we're gonna line that up. Let me get a measurement, give me some stock, get it cut, see if we can't get it slipped in here and mocked up so we can get this welded on there. We'll have to put the springs on to actually do that. No, yeah, because you'll have to have it centered up. All right, let me go get some stuffuses. Got some steel over here. Get me a measurement, get it cut, and then I'll bring you back. All right, guys, I'm back. What we got here, I got the bar cut. I measured in 2 inches to the center. Is what I measured up here. That's actually gonna put my shocks at a little bit of an angle inward and back. So we're gonna try to squeeze this in here. Oh, come on now. It's angry. Okay. Still being angry with me. Okay. Then I got these. I should have grabbed a clamp or something for the other side. Let's use my little old leg over here. Alright, so this should all go in here. Come on. Okay. So I got that pretty much right where we want it there, I think. Take us a couple of crescent wrenches and tighten it up. Okay. Now, that is kind of at the angle I want it at. Something like that. Should be able to come across here and level this up. So that's pretty close. So I'm going to mark this, just scribing it really. Because I got to pull all this back out and grind off the paint that we painted on there. So let's knock this out. Now I can take the grinder and grind out this area here. I can get a tack on it. Then I can move this bar to this side and it should line up. Should line up. That's what I'm going with. Let me grind this off right quick. All right, we got all that ground off. Weld machine's turned on. Let's bring this up. Got my angle finder here. We need to be at 160, 165 was it? My little thumb wheel just came off. It moved on me. See if that'll hold better right there. Right like that. Now I need to put a tack. Put a tack right here at the top. Watch your eyes. Okay, that. Try it again. Okie dokie. That ought to hold that just a little bit. Now, what I'm gonna have to do is take this off. I think what I want to do is get a clamp over here underneath this. Oh. Okay, we ain't got a clamp. All I'm gonna do is try to put this underneath here. If I can put it in here without it getting in the way. It may be in the way though. trying to look at my bubble at the same time. All right, that'll keep that up, keep it from falling down while we take this apart. All our shims and everything out of there. Take the top off also. Okay. The spacer didn't hold together very well. Well, now I gotta take that bottom part off. Move it over to this side. Okay, just to tighten that up just a smidge. See if we can get all this back in here. Tighten this up just a little bit. This clamp out of the way. And see if I can't put this in. Okay, Now, let me check my angle. That should be about right there. All right. See if I can find something to kind of measure with here. I'm gonna there. Like this. Come off that corner. There. That corner. Yeah. Come back just a hair more. All right, the level looks good. Now, we clean this side up. All right, so I tacked this side in and didn't clean this side up. So I got to cut the tack on that. I'm gonna try to keep it where I can put it back together. And then I think what we'll do is we'll jack this up a little bit, put the shocks in there, and tack this side in. We'll get it all put together. So hang on just a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me show you what I've done. I used a piece of angle iron to set the static or the ride height. And then I raised it, put the floor jack under there and raised it up. We got her tacked in this side and that side, and we brought the bar up just to where it's sitting on the shock. They're not tight. They're just sitting there really. What that did was I made sure the angles were right, and then I took a measurement from the very back to the center, both sides, making sure it was square basically. So we got our angles. As you can see, we're going to have plenty of clearance. Clearance. So we got enough clearance there. Next, I guess I'll just go ahead, fully weld all the way around it, both sides. It means I got to pull the shocks out of there so we don't mess them up. So let me go ahead, do the full weld on this. I guess I'll bring you back and show you the end result. So hang on just a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. I got it fully welded in. We welded it all the way around. These are welded all the way around. The tabs, I mean. Ooh, a little sharp edge there. Gotta clean that up. We did get it all boogered in real good. She's in there nice and tight. So now all I gotta do is slap some paint on it. Tractor paint. Yeah, we're gonna put some tractor paint on that this evening. And I think that's gonna be it. Like I say, I've been trying to keep these videos a little bit short. Don't think anybody really learned anything because it is what it is. But I do appreciate everybody watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for the notifications. We'll try to put out some videos. It'll let you know when I do. Like I say, I do appreciate. I banged the mic. Right there's the mic, and I went pop. Sorry, earphones. I appreciate everybody watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your mom and them, spread the word. Channel's growing, man. I'm having a good time doing this. I'm learning quite a bit too. And I guess we'll see you next time. But don't forget, if you ain't doing something, you ain't doing nothing.